sit down. You can stay here. Namanda, 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 namanda. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Shotsuki service for the month of February. It's nice to have everyone here and there joining us for this service today. This is a new adventure for us, as this is our first YouTube service that we are trying out, and little by little we'll be able to improve our equipment and how we do everything. But please bear with us, and this is what we will have today. I would like to go over the service order for you today. We will begin with the reading of the Hyoubyakumon, and then the reading of our Shotsuki names for this month of February. Then I'll take my seat here in front of the altar, and we will chant the Sambujo and the Amida Kyo. So you can, hopefully you will be able to join us in the chanting and participate from the comfort of your home. So please have those chants, the Sambujo and the Amida Kyo, prepared and join in on the chanting. So I think as we provide the video services, lots of times people prefer to listen to the message and maybe skip over the chanting portions, but I think this is very, very important. This is our practice and a connection to the Nembutsu and Amida. And so to just listen to the Dharma talks, I think the chanting is more important, priority over the message, because the message, you stay in your head, and in the chanting, you're in your whole being. And so this is a differentiation in our Jodo Shinchu practice, in our Buddhist practice. So anyway, this is our encouragement for you to participate in the chanting. And then after the chanting has concluded, I will be back here to share a Howa Dharma message with you. Okay? So then with that, we will begin. Please join me in Gassho for the reading of the Hyoubyakumon. Today, on this occasion of the Shotsuki service for the month of February, the members of our temple family have reverently come before Amida Buddha in memory of their beloved. With deepest reverence and thankfulness for the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of Amida, we reaffirm the three homages: Namo Kie Butsu, Namo Kie Ho, Namo Kie So. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Please repeat the Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, 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 Namanda. These are the Shotsuki names for the month of February. Please come up in Oshoko here or there at your homes as you have set up to do. Abe, Hikaru. Abe, Honji. Bailey, Jody. Hayame, Shigeru. Hayashi, Hanae. Hirai, Nobukichi. Hisoka, Toranosuke, Honda, Akiko, Ito, Infant, Asako, Iwataki, Koyuki, Iwataki, Nami, Kano, Ichi, Kawabata, Rieko, Kawahara, Hideo, Kawakami, Yoshimatsu, Kawamura, Masumi, Kobashi, Shigeichi, Kono, Eiko, Kozen, Infant, Kenjiro, Matsumoto, Infant, Masaru, Matsuo, Infant, Shin, Matsuzaka, So, 三船、三重、もみ、豊、中村、恵美、中村、信介、中山、豊、新田、infant、和美、西田、浜子、野田、infant、久し、のりえ、infant、むつお、扇、ひとし、沖野、渡る、おつ、肝臓、柴田、グレイス、島田、木和、白石、三沢、杉山、慶一郎、砂川、インフェン、常忠、末安、栄、須沢、インフェン、吉見、田島、美沙、高木、新一、宝、昌平、田代、敏子、田原、インフェン、嘉代、時綿、圭一、時綿、インフェン、三尾、友俊、インフェン、文子、土屋、ジョージ、牛島、インフェン、健次郎、和田、花、山形、勝一、山中、ベン、山岡、昇、オスカー、吉田、岩蔵、吉村、インフェン、邦子、吉原、富代、T. These are the Shotsuki names for the month of February. If there are additions or corrections, please notify the office. Now we'll have Sutra chanting Sambujo and Amida Kyo. Namanda, 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 Namanda. 仏薩阿弥陀経行税我も日時仏在者へ国義重機孤独音如来比丘衆1250人区海税大あらかん首相知識長老者利法マカ木剣伝マカカ小マカカ千年マカクチラリハタシュリアンダガナンダアナンダラゴラ教門アダイビンズルアラダカルダイマカコヒンナアクラヌルダヨゼト初代弟子病床菩薩マカサモンジュシリオジヤイッタ菩薩ケンダカ大菩薩上昇人菩薩ヨニョゼト上大菩薩牛釈大観陰と無量昇天大祝二次文語長老シャリ法十税裁法果樹万六分道世界妙案極楽合道右分語阿弥陀根源在説法シャリ法非道が公明意極楽合国修上無宿単住小楽公明極楽シャリ法極楽国道七十乱十七十羅網七十五十改税司法修相異名成功非国明案極楽シャリ法極楽国道有執法知悪毒水十万語中地帯順に根社富士四辺街道今後ルリアリゴ上上老閣薬医今後ルリアリ社公爵襲名の二言直視地中蓮華大尿者臨床式症候式陽公釈式釈公白式白公異名公見者利用国楽国道上重尿税空毒将軍ルシャ利用二部国道上差天学黄金維持昼夜六時理由曼荼羅敬語国修上上位昇誕各位英国上州名家供養他法十万 本六分即位時期次元と本国本時期協業者利法国ら国土上重領税空毒将軍物資者利用費国上修十奇妙座敷市長白国弱王武者利下領便が無名市長税商州長長や六次水和下音五音年長五根合力七母大文八正道文行税東方合同修上門税音二回新年仏年法年相社利法領物医師長実税祭法省省省医者外部国土二三幕州社利法合部国土商務三幕土市名画教右実税省州長改税阿弥陀仏欲量法温泉流園芸少佐社利法非部国土未付水道小法が十牛法らも追味妙音非尿百戦十学同時草門税音社会時年上年分年法年相死心社利法公部国土上重領税空毒将軍ナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ管理し苦毒平等性一切論も大心往生安楽ナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダ。Okay, good morning again, everyone. We have a skeleton crew here today assisting to do this first YouTube service, and I think we're all getting accustomed to being back in service. So before the service starts, you have to be quiet. Now, chant loud, okay? It's just like a regular service. You don't have to whisper because it's too late. It's service time. Okay. So for today, I wanted to talk about inchworms, okay? So a little bit of facts about inchworms. They have back legs and they have front legs. And in the middle of their body, there are no legs, okay? So their back legs are very strong, and their front legs, they can feel around as to where they want to go. And so as they grow up, eventually they become moths. So they even have, maybe some of you have seen, inchworm toys where toddlers, they'll get on this, it's kind of like a horse, but there'll be an inchworm shape, kind of like a W, and then the middle hump will be a little saddle where the toddler can sit and they kind of bounce like this, right? And maybe the head portion might have something to hold on to, and there's a tail behind. And after this bounce, it kind of squishes and moves along as the kid bounces and plays on his toy. And so the inchworm kind of moves like this, and so the back legs move forward, and then the front legs extend, okay? Back legs forward and front legs extend. And if there's a predator or something that's threatening the inchworm, the back legs are very strong and might clasp onto the branch they're on, and the front raises up and he stiffens his body, and it kind of looks like a part of the tree, a part of the branch, okay? So maybe they'll become unrecognizable to the predator, and maybe they can save themselves from becoming a lunch or something, okay? So they move like this, dun, 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 right? And so maybe we're all very familiar with this motion of the inchworm. We've seen them here and there, maybe in the garden or in a tree or something like this. And so maybe also you may have heard of inchworms in Buddhist stories. Dondan called attention to our human life being like that, of an inchworm. So the inchworm moving not in a straight line, but moving along the rim of a barrel. So this is Dondan's image of this inchworm making this motion and moving along the rim of a barrel. So the inchworm thinks he's going in a straight line, but in actuality, it's going in circles around and around and kind of getting nowhere, okay? And so this is what Donnan is reminding us, that this is what human life is about. We keep going towards these, diligently working to get to the next goal, to the next site, trying so hard to get there, and then we forget about the truth and the fact that we're just spinning in circles in a way. And when I think about this story, I think how true that is. You know, so every day I'm like this inchworm, and if I can get so much done, then I could take a break and go to lunch and cook something, some leftovers from yesterday or something. Or if I get this much done, then maybe I'll have a chance to watch the Warrior game or the 49er game or something like this. So a little bit of goals on top of getting what I need to get done. And so juggling these things. If I could finish this, then I'll have time before the sun goes down to wash the car. And then I'll get to this part, I'll go pick up the mail and deliver it upstairs, or open some of them, or some of them are to me in particular, and take a moment to open these things. So every time we have these small goals in front of us, every day we have a list of things to do, to take care of, right? And although they are important, I tell this in our memorial services sometimes. We all wake up with a list of things to do, 6, 12 different things, and we check them off as we go through the day. And hopefully by the end of the day, they're all done. Everything's checked off, and we go to bed. And the next morning we wake up and there's a brand new list of things to take care of. And although they're very important, they're kind of self-absorbed, self-centered things that we are taking care of and not really aware of this bigger picture. So we have this inchworm life that Dondan is reminding us of. And so we think we're making progress, and we persevere through all these difficulties. And sometimes it takes a monumental event, like a loss of someone that we love dearly, for us to reevaluate where we are going. Something happens, and then we are caused to stop. Is this really how I want to live my life? And so we think about it only when we are really suddenly stopped and shaken to kind of reevaluate. And I was thinking about all these things and recent conversations. There was a young mother with a son still in single-digit age. You know, she lost her husband, and she came to greet me and putting on a very brave front. and appreciating the temple and things like this, but still, just looking at such a tremendously difficult path that she has in front of her, and hard to fathom not only the loss, but all this uncertainty that she's facing in her life. She's lost, her spouse, father of the children, and so to be thinking to raise this young one all by herself, kind of undaunting perspective that she must be facing, but kind of hiding that when she approaches others, that she doesn't want to look as if she's facing these difficulties, putting on this strong front for everyone to see. An old friend of mine, hadn't seen him for a couple years, and so he wanted to catch up on things that had happened. So, sensei, you probably don't know, I lost my wife a couple years ago, and saying, "Sabishi yo," it's so lonely, and telling me about what happened. He goes, "It gets so lonely, especially at night." So yeah, just to have the company, huh? So yeah, I tell the guys, even when you're arguing or fighting, that they don't think of it as so much. You always think you have more time, and you just can't take it for granted. She says that's what Buddhism's been teaching us, right? So yeah, that's really true. And so another instance where, he's lost someone, tremendous loss, and it just impacts, shakes his life as what he has known. So he needs to stop. A recently widowed member telling me about her husband and saying he took care of everything. He took care of insurance. He took care of all the medical records and paid all the bills. So everything was on his computer. And I don't even have the passwords. And so this is something, I mentioned to Charmin, and she said her friend told her the same thing. We need to share this kind of information. We always think we have more time and we'll get to it. We're still so young. We're still so young, and we don't really plan ahead, and we don't come to it. We don't worry about it until something shakes us and it changes the entire picture. Everything was going along so well, and then the wheels fell off. Wow. And we don't get a do-over, but we can reevaluate and reposition our perspective. And this is what Dondan is reminding us of. And so those people that we lose direct us to these deepest truths if we are open enough to look. And so these are the reminders that we have when we come to services here at the temple to listen to the Nembutsu teachings, the truths about life. We want to ground our lives in truths rather than in dreams and in goals. And so this is what the Nembutsu teachings are reminding us to look at these truths. Let these truths be the guiding principles of what we do in our lives. And when we come to the Shotsuki service, those people on our Shotsuki list, they become our guides to get there. Okay, so thank you very much for letting me share this Shotsuki message with you. Please join me in Gassho, and we'll conclude this portion. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Okay, so I'd like to thank everyone who has helped for this service. Still, people are involved to prepare the altar. We have the beautiful flowers and osonaya fruit offerings, and all these things that are provided by different committees of the temple. We still have a tech committee that helps to provide all these services, and I would like you to try to become comfortable. You have to go to the Buddhist Temple of Alameda site to find this service each Sunday, and you can look at other aspects of there. We have many things going on at the temple besides the Sunday service. We have Dharma School for young ones. If you would like to participate, that's a Zoom activity. And let's see, Ask Reverend Dennis and the coffee hour on alternating Sundays. You can look for those. These are also Zoom activities that you can participate with, along with other members of our Alameda Sangha. And then we'll have other things, sometimes that may be a glimpse of the Ikebana we can provide on our YouTube settings, and little by little we want to grow these. We might even have weekday Dharma snippets. We don't know what we will call them yet, but these are ideas that are hopefully coming to fruition with our people who are guiding our technological advancements. So hopefully we'll all become a little bit more savvy and able to maneuver on our Buddhist Temple of Alameda site. And then from there, we can invite other people to join not only the temple, but join the site and be connected to all of us. So we'll conclude once more with Nembutsu, and then I'll light the incense for everyone and do the same at home. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, 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 Namanda. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Namanda, 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 Namanda. It's still going. There's an X. There was, yeah. Are you sure you want to stop?